What is up, everybody? Today is February 17th, 2021, and this is Abe back with another episode of These Are the Breaks. Today, we are opening up a 1994 set of the Upper Deck Collector's Choice baseball cards. Now, what makes this a unique set is that there are cards of, let's see here, Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, and Michael Jordan. That's right. Michael Jordan has his debut baseball card in this box. This is actually a different kind of Michael Jordan rookie. This is his baseball rookie card. Now, for those of you who know about the Michael Jordan rookie cards, you could find not only his rookie card in this set, but you could also find his rookie card in his first original card, which is going to be out of, I believe, a 91 Upper Deck baseball series. We actually happen to have a box right here. So this is the set that the other Michael Jordan baseball card came out of, but you can't actually find the card in the set. We bought a bunch of these thinking that we could find the other Michael Jordan card in this set, but it is not in the set. It is a special insert card that was only available in packs with the Nolan Ryan Find the Nolan. So I believe it was a Series 1, 1991 Upper Deck Baseball Series 1 box that says Find the Nolan on it. That's the one where you could find the Michael Jordan insert baseball card. It was not part of the set. It was an insert card. But fast forward to 93 and, 94. And this is one of the more popular cards that you could find. It's the Michael Jordan rookie baseball card. And then there was another card, which is the Up Close and Personal, that you could also find in this set. This was kind of like an Up Close and Personal with the players. I believe most of the rookies had a card like this, and some of the Hall of Famers. There are Up Close and Personals from several different players, which we're going to find in here. I believe like Frank Thomas and Kirby Puckett, just to name a few. But there are a lot of really, really cool cards in this box. If you are familiar with the wax box for the 94 Collector's Choice, it's a yellow box, and inside all the packs, it has Ken Griffey's face on the cover. This card is available. All these cards are available in that box when you open up the packs. So today we're going to open up this set. Now this is from 1994. And when you open up a box of these cards, this is kind of how it looks, right? So you're going to see there's a little bit of colored cards over here, and then there's a little bit of colored cards over here. Now, when you open up these sets, and I've opened a couple of these, the Jordan cards and the rookies are all in this end over here. And then inside over here are just all the other player cards. Now, I believe that these cards are in some kind of order, but every box that we've opened about 4 of these boxes, about 4 boxes of these sets, and they've all been a little bit different with regard to the sequencing of the cards. So when we rip open these boxes, we want to kind of pull out these first and then these second. So I'm just going to kind of tilt this onto the side and see if we can get these out nice and slowly. We have had issues with these cards bricking a little bit. So we'll see if we can get them out all in one piece without sticking. Now, one of the cool things about these sets is that there are 5 gold signature cards in every one of these sets. Okay. Now, I believe we pulled one from another set. Let me just see if I could reach over here to show you. So this is what a gold signature looks like. This is a Tony Gwynn gold signature, which we pulled out of one of the boxes. And that's what the gold signature looks like. I don't know if you could see that. Now, I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe these gold signature cards are only available in the sets. Now, I might be wrong. We opened up a couple of regular boxes and we weren't able to find one. There's a Ken Griffey and there's also a Chipper Jones, so we're going to be looking for him as well. But I believe the gold cards are only available in the sets. I've opened a couple boxes of these and I've gotten cards, but I haven't been able to find a gold. There are silver cards. There's one silver card in every pack when you open up a pack of cards, which I think we opened one up on this channel, but the video was kind of sideways. When we made the video, we forgot to turn the camera this way. So, but you could watch that video if you subscribe to the channel. So when we first pull the cards out of this right here, we're going to kind of notice that this is the stack. And as you can see, this whole stack of cards is pretty much stuck together. So we're going to have to be really careful to try to separate these so we can get them off. And we're going to be really, really careful because the first cards that come out of the box are the gold cards. So separating these without damaging them, it's going to be a little tricky. They're going to be a tiny bit sticky, but it seems like they're going to come off really nice. So let's see which gold cards we get first. The first card we're going to get is going to be a Carlos Pulido. The next gold card, if we go upside down here, you see they're sticky a little bit, is a Dick Schoenfeld. Got a little bit ding on the corner. Again, these have been in storage for 25, 26 years at this point. Top card is a Jeff King. These cards are sticking really, really tight. We're going to see if we, and this has happened with some of the other boxes. It's just kind of hit or miss with regards to how the cards stick. So underneath the Jeff King, we have a Tom Gorden. Now, if you could look at the card, unfortunately, we've had some paper loss on there. I don't know how well it shows up. So that's the only thing that stinks about when you open up these boxes after they've been sitting for so long in a damp environment. They just stick like crazy. And of course, that stinks. Doc Gooden. Oh man, that's horrible. I wish these cards wouldn't stick. That would have been a great card to have in a gold, but unfortunately that's just how things go. But that's amazing to get a Dwight Gooden. We call him Doc Gooden out here in New York. We've known him as the Doc Gooden. So, all right. You can't win them all, but what we're going to do is we're going to separate these as best as we can, and we're going to kind of start to tear these apart. Now, thank goodness these cards separate a little bit easier than the first couple ones in the box that have that gold foil on it. But we're going to slowly pull these cards apart. I'm sure if you could hear it on the video, you could hear them kind of creaking apart over here. But I believe these cards are all numbered orders. That's 667 right there. This is 666. Okay, so they're going down. So the cards that we want to find, the first card is the Jordan, is 661. And then I'll put that one here. And then the next card that we want to pull, I believe, is, where did we put them over here? The other one that we're going to want to pull is the Up Close and Personal, and that is card number 635. So we're looking for 661, 635, and then the Jeter, I believe, is 664. So this is actually a graded card. This is a 9. We also have this card in a 10. I got these two cards in a lot on eBay. I wanted to get a 9 and a 10 just to see what the centering differences were. So if you look at these cards, just to give you an idea, when you're looking at a 9 versus a 10, I always like to buy a 9 and a 10 when I do these so I have an idea. But you could see the bottom on the 10, there's a little bit more spacing on the bottom there versus the bottom over here. You could see it's really thin. And on here, you could see it's thick. So when they grade these, that's what they're looking for. So it's always good to kind of have a 9 and a 10 when you're looking at these cards so you get a really good understanding how they grade them. Okay, so this is number 664, 663, 662, which means there is our first Michael Jordan card of the lot. And this is looking really nice. We're not having any paper loss from this card, but we're going to be very, very careful to separate it. And it came off nice and clean, thank goodness. We're going to put this right into a penny sleeve. This one looks really, really nice. This is just how these cards kind of come out. But again, it is a Jordan. And you're going to pull a Jordan out of this box. So this one happens to look very, very nice. You could see the centering up top here, up in that top corner, looks really nice. The centering in the bottom looks nice. The edges look pretty good. No paper loss. See here, there is a little bit of something on there. It looks like there's like a little bit of fuzz on there or something. But we're going to try to take that out later. We'll just clean it up a little bit. But this is a really nice centered card. So this is our first Jordan of that box, of this box. We're going to put these other ones off to the side over here. Okay, now I believe the next card coming up is probably going to be, we have a Jason Giambi. There's a Jason Giambi rookie. There's a lot of rookies in this set. There's a Tavo Alvarez. Unfortunately, none of these cards are really worth too much. We looked them all up, and there's really not too much of a value here, aside from the Jordan, the A-Rod, and the Jeter. And there's a Chipper Jones in here, but we'll get to that in a minute. So here we go. We're getting close to the future foundations. So here's a Terrell Wade, Jose Silva, I believe. Next one is our Alex Rodriguez. Really nice, guys. Look at this one. Look at the bottom. See how there's just a little bit of the bottom under the future foundation, but not too much and not too little. This card looks to be centered actually really, really nice. I'm just going to peel that guy off. Corners look sharp. This is definitely going to get submitted for grading. This card is really, really nice. So this is A-Rod's rookie card, I believe. I believe it's A-Rod's rookie. I always forget if he's 93 or 94, but this is a great card to get graded nonetheless. And if we just pulled the A-Rod, that means that we are going to have the Derek Jeter coming up. And I always think this is Derek Jeter because I see Derek Lee, but next one, I believe, is our Derek Jeter. And look at this. This Derek Jeter also is really nicely centered. Not too much wear on the corners, so that looks good. Let's pull him off nice and easy. So this card looks really nice. Now, again, when you open up the packs of these cards from, let's say, a wax box, there's one, I believe, silver or gold card out of each pack. So you're going to get, let's say, if there's 36 packs, you're going to get 36 gold or silver cards in a box versus, let's say, 5 out of these, because these only come with 5. But these come with 5 gold. The other ones are all silvers. But this is the other card that we want to pull. It's the Derek Jeter. Now, in addition to the Derek Jeter, there is another card, which is the Michael Jordan Up Close and Personal. So we haven't pulled that yet, but we're going to keep flipping through these. I believe the Up Close and Personal card is number 635. So we're going to be looking for card number 635, but I'm just going to go through all of these to show you who's in here. Here's a Johnny Damon. That's a pretty cool card. It's weird to see Johnny Damon with a Royals jersey on. Here's another cool card. This is Up Close and Personal with Frank Thomas. This is another nice card. We're going to put the Frank Thomas off to the side. Moving right along, we're going to try to separate. Now, this whole thing is bricked. Like this whole section that I took out of this box, this thing is bricked. So these cards stick together because they all have high gloss. And this is just what happens with these cards. So you got to be super careful. They separate pretty well. You just got to kind of take your time and give them a little crack. And if you can hear that, I don't know how that sounds on camera, but you can hear them separate a little bit. Actually, this is the stack, but I want to talk about these for a second because these are the actual checklist cards. And there's a lot of really cool checklist cards in here. If again, going back to the box, you on the top of the box, there's the Ken Griffey Jr. card, which is also in here. And I believe people grade that card because it's so iconic. And that's this one right here. And I believe these come in different colors. So these are just really, really cool cards. But here's the Mike Piazza. Here is the Ken Griffey Jr. Here's a Bonds. That's really cool. And we're going to go to the top of these. I'm sorry to keep jumping around, but we're going to keep moving with the up close and personal. So that was Tim Salmon. Now this is the Kirby Puckett up close and personal. Here's the Mike Piazza up close and personal. Here's the David Justice. Now I know behind David Justice is the Michael Jordan, so we're going to try to separate this nice and easy. And boom, there it is. There's our up close and personal with Michael Jordan. So this is another Michael Jordan baseball card. Really, really cool. And right behind him is the Ken Griffey Jr. Now we've actually opened up a couple of packs of these cards. They're really, really fun to open, believe it or not. And they don't stick, which is oddly enough, which you would think they would stick because they stick in here, but they don't actually stick in the packs that we've opened. But it's a lot of fun to pull these cards out of those packs. This is another card. I happen to like this. I actually have one of these with a silver signature that we submitted to PSA to get graded. It was really cool that we hit a Ken Griffey Jr. signed card. That was just really, really neat. So I'm going to try to pull these. I'm going to try to crack them a little bit so I can get them started. So there's our Ken Griffey. Up close and personal. Put him off to the side. Juan Gonzalez. Here's the Barry Bonds up close and personal. There's a little bit of paper loss on there. I don't know if you could see those spots on camera. Here's Roberto Alomar. Here's one of my favorites. This is the Don Mattingly. So there's the Don Mattingly up close and personal. Up close and personal. He's signing a baseball. I just think it's a great card. I've actually seen those cards graded. This is the Frank Thomas. I like this card too. It's a cool Frank Thomas card. We have Kirby Puckett. And then a few others here. I'm just going to kind of skip around. I believe that's Kevin Apier. Let's see. These cards are all sticky. Andreas Galarraga. Not many of these cards are worth a whole lot. Here's the Roger Clemens. That's a cool one. Again, these cards really aren't worth too much, but there's the Tony Gwynn. But they're cool cards nonetheless. I believe that's a Cal Ripken. A little bit of paper loss over here. That's too bad. Now here's the Doc Gooden card that we pulled that was signed. Oh, this is killing me. This is such a cool card. I'm so upset that it's that we got the paper loss on it. But sometimes that's just how it happens. You can't do anything. That's just how they come out. But Doc Gooden nonetheless. All right. And next up. Okay, so here's the Griffey. You can hear these really, really sticky. But that's a nice Griffey card. Again, people have been submitting these cards to PSA, getting them graded. It's just a really cool set. It's a really cool, box of cards to open. There's the Bonds. It's Cliff Ford. I believe this might be Ryan Sandberg. Yeah, so there's the Ryan Sandberg. This might be Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith, another Hall of Famer. Here's, I believe, the other Dave Justice. Back in the 90s, Dave Justice was kind of a big deal. I remember David Justice. I believe he played for the Mets, I believe. No, the Yankees. I'm sorry. I know he played on one of the New York teams. Now everybody knows who this guy is. Mr. Home Run. This is the Mark McGwire. I like this card. I'm a huge Mark McGwire fan. Jeff Ragwell. Okay, so now here's the continuation of the other ones. So that's the Frank Thomas, the John Kruk checklist. Okay, now this is the card that I was telling you guys about on the hobby box or the wax box. When you open up the packs, this is the card that's on the cover, the Ken Griffey Jr. checklist card. This is I think it's an iconic card. I definitely think this is a card that people should take and grade because it looks like the top cover, and it's just really, really cool. It pops so nice. So I'm actually going to probably be sending one of these in to get them graded. I just think they're so cool. The Ken Griffey Jr. checklist. Then the David Justice, Juan Gonzalez, Roger Clemens, Roberto Alomar, and the Nolan Ryan. I've seen people grade these cards. I think these are pretty cool to grade. With regards to all the other cards, I think we've pulled the ones that have the most value. Again, you know, the cards that we're going to be looking for are the Jeter, the Rodriguez, the Michael Jordan cards, and then one of my favorites is the Ken Griffey Jr. So when you open up one of these sets, you're going to get these 4 cards. These are typically the cards that everybody wants to crack these sets for. And then you want to go for those gold cards. Again, not every box is going to be as sticky as this one was, but it really stinks that the Dwight Gooden. Oh, this is such a good card. I'm so upset that we had that stick. But here are our 5 gold cards. It would have been really, really nice to have one of these nice, but that's just how it goes. I don't think Jeff King or any of these are really worth anything. But again, you might get lucky opening up a box of these, and you might find, you know, a card or two that you like. I know that, let's see here. We're just going to go through a couple more of these. I know that most of these cards are in order. So here's the Juan Gonzalez. But then we have a couple of these cards, which are that's a Kenny Lofton Performers card. This is a Albert Bell. This is a Andreas Galarraga. These are just some of the special, I guess, insert cards. Here's Barry Bonds, Most Valuable Player. That's a pretty cool one. Okay, Rookie of the Year, Mike Piazza. That's another cool card. Let's see here. Jack McDowell. Okay, now I believe there's a Randy Johnson in here too. Oh yeah, look at that. There it is. There's the Randy Johnson. Top Performers of 1993. Randy Johnson. Another cool card. So there's a bunch of cool stuff in this set. There is one other card that I could find, but because the cards are a little bit sticky, I'll just show you from one that we opened up in another set. It's a Chipper Jones. Now, this is card number 152. And if we look through these, we could see these cards are in the 500s. That's in the 500s. So we'd have to go through this whole set to try to get those cards. Oh, I forgot about the ones in the front here. So again, these cards are all just a little bit sticky. But let me see if I could pull these ones out. I'll show you what's in the front section. So let's see if we could separate these a little bit. Okay. That's a Kyle Abbott. All right, so these are the draft pick cards. So I think there might be another Jordan. I always forget. Let's put these on to the side. So these, again, are sticky. Very, very sticky. But I believe these are just all of the rookies for this year. I think there might be a Damon rookie in here, if I'm not mistaken. I'll crack these a little bit. Steve Soderstrom. I think there is another Jordan in here. Let's see. I think Jordan had his rookie card in here. Or did we pull it already? Manny Ramirez. Luis Ortiz. Mark Hutton. Sean Green. X Gonzalez. Carlos Delgado. And Rich Becker. All right, so these are all of the rookie class cards that were at the other end. Again, nothing really too notable in here. Again, you have your standard kind of Hall of Famer guys. You got your Bonds, your Kirby Puckett, your Don Mattingly's. You know, really, really cool cards. Definitely, I'd say definitely good buy on a box. You can get a lot of cool player cards in here. You get the Don Mattingly's, you get the Ken Griffey Jr.'s, the Bonds, the Frank Thomas, and of course, you guys get all of the Michael Jordan cards as well. So a really good box set to break. Definitely go pick one up. I believe right now these boxes are somewhere about 40 to 60 bucks on eBay. I was lucky. I was able to pick up 3 for, I think it was like $80. So I got a really good deal. But I would definitely pick up a couple of these boxes and crack them open. This is not a hold box. This is a buy and open box. So definitely go buy a couple, open them up, see what cards you get, and let us know what you think. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or if you feel that we missed something, go down, leave us a comment, and let us know how we did. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of These on the Breaks, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.